Hey there, everybody. Welcome to Cooking with Mo and Deb. We're in my kitchen today. We're making. This is my kitchen in Trenton, Georgia.
Yep.
We're doing some cooking tonight, and I wanted to show you some things about a pressure cooker. You got a pressure cooker?
No, because I'm scared of them.
Don't
my
be
mama scared me when I was a little girl. Don't move! I'm pressure cooking beans.
Don't touch them, and you had the little jiggle thing on the top.
And it was like, oh my gosh, it's gonna explode and kill our whole family.
I promise you don't have those worries anymore. Pressure cookers have come a long way, baby.
Well, tell me about this pressure cooker, Deb.
This one is mine. Many people have. I think most of people have heard of Insta Pot. That's where I first heard of them. But I didn't. I'm like you. I did not have one until I got this one. My mom used them to can beans and things in, and she always did it and told us not to touch, and I didn't touch. And as an adult, whenever I did can with Mom, she still did all the pressure cooking work. So I have never did.
Until the Insta Pot came out, I think a lot of people were like us and didn't ever know how to cook in them.
Right, exactly. So, even then, though, I still was like, I don't know. But now
this one's Pampered Chef.
Then I was able to get this one. I am a Pampered Chef consultant, so I was able to get one. I actually got it free.
Ooh,
so
that's the best way.
But then I had to use it. I had to learn how to do pressure cooking because I have one now. So
it's hard to sell them when you have never used
one. Well, true.
Right?
So I needed to learn how. And then I found out that they're pretty nice. I really enjoy cooking in it.
What all have you cooked in it?
Well, tonight we're making
beef
tips and mashed potatoes all at the same time.
Ooh.
Last night we had a Weight Watcher meal. It's a Tuscan chicken pasta.
Ooh.
It was really good. You can make a cheesecake. I've done that.
Cheesecake in there?
Cheesecake in this,
oh,
yes.
My goodness.
So it's not just for, you can do your pinto beans, your rice. This one has 16 settings. So you can turn it, you can sear on it. Let's see if I got it on. Where's my little button? Okay, here we go. Sear, steam. You can make this as a
rice cooker.
You can do rice. You two different settings for rice. It can be a slow cooker.
Like instead of a crock pot,
you
use that.
Yes,
okay.
You can do that. Proof is for bread. I haven't used that setting yet. Here's your chicken, beef. I can't see
seafood, soup, stock, beans, stew, chili, and desserts.
There's 16 settings.
You can do like pinto beans?
Yes. Pinto beans, black beans, any kind of beans that you want to use.
Navy beans, lima beans, any old bean.
This one has a lot of safety features. There's a steam release at the top, when you're cooking, and that jiggle thing, you don't have that anymore. You have a steam release vent, and this is a steam release button, so that if you're going to do a fast release, you mash the button.
With the Insta Pot, they tell you mash the button before you open the lid, blah, blah, blah.
And that's a great thing with this one. It has a little place over here. There's a button, a red button, and when it's in use, when it's pressuring, it's red, and that button pops out, and it won't let the lid come off. Another safety feature.
Yeah. Okay.
So we're going to start using the pressure cooker.
So how are we going to make this beef tips and mashed potatoes at the same time? I don't
that's
understand
a cool
how that
thing
works.
too. That is yes, you're right. That is. I'm going to show you.
Okay.
So don't need this. This is for cheesecakes. We don't need that.
Cheesecake pan. Does that come with it?
You can, with this one, you can buy it separately. There are some different pieces, but what does come with it is this stainless steel bowl.
Look.
Hey, Mo!
It's so big.
This is what you actually cook your food in. So we're going to start with this, and I'm going to turn it on to sear.
Okay.
Because I want to, once I find it, there it is.
And that's Sear, not Sears.
And it gives you some time, and I'm going to hit start over here where I can.
In that big blue button?
I couldn't see it.
All right.
And in the bottom of that stainless bowl, I'm just going to put a little bit of oil in here.
Is that olive oil?
Olive oil, yes. And I'm going to take my I bought a large package of beef tips. You can use this for stew meat. Oh, stew would be a great thing to make in this.
It would. I love me some
The great
beef
thing
stew.
about this, though, is
especially in October.
it's time. It's time for soups and stews.
Yeah.
Remember, I got a soups and stew setting.
Yeah, that's right.
But it cuts the cooking time down so much.
Because a lot of times I don't make beef stew because by the time I get home from work, it's like 6 o'clock. And then by the time you cook your meat and then simmer all your stuff, because it has to simmer for so long, it's like bedtime, you know. And your husband
wants to eat at bedtime.
No, not me.
So we're just going to give this just a few minutes to heat up, and it's gonna. What I want to do here is brown this meat just a little. Okay. You don't need to do much. Just going to brown it just a little bit.
Brown it just a little.
And it gets hot pretty fast, and I've got that oil in there so it won't stick. But even if it does stick a little bit, this is what the Pioneer Woman tells us.
The Pioneer Woman.
That kind of, it looks, the part that's on the bottom of the pan, those are the good tasty parts. Yeah. So you want to scrape that off of the pan and keep it and get that mixed in with your food, because that just makes it taste really good.
Well, that's true. There's a lot of flavor in that.
There is. You're right.
Yeah.
So what I've already done, this is a ceramic bowl. While that's cooking, I'll tell you about the mashed potatoes. Now here it's already. Can you hear it? It's already starting.
It's sizzling.
So this is a ceramic bowl that we're going to use in here to cook the mashed potatoes. I've already peeled and quartered potatoes.
Okay.
I need some liquid in here. You can put water. You can put chicken stock.
You can put water or can't?
You can, yes. I've got beef stock today, so I'm going to go ahead and
Since we're doing beef.
I'm going to go ahead and put 1 cup of beef, and I still need a little bit of liquid in my potatoes. So
what about a cup of water?
I'm going to put a cup of water also. Just kind of cover, get up to the top of your potatoes is all you got to do. I have this, this is to help me to put my pan, or to get my little pan out. Yes. So let me set this bowl into this.
Oh, wow.
Well, wait, before I do that, hold on to it. Let me put my lid on here.
Okay.
Here is a silicone lid that goes onto this ceramic bowl.
Does that come with it?
It comes with it, yes. Okay, so now then I'm going to put it in here.
And it's got little holes in it to let the steam out.
Yes, exactly.
How creative.
So this is ready to go in when my meat is ready, but I'm going to set that aside for just a minute. Okay, it's really sizzling.
It's really going in this.
It's browning.
Instant. What's it called?
This one is called a quick cooker.
Quick cooker. Not to be confused with Insta Pot.
Now, every
Chef.
time you use your quick cooker or your Insta Pot, you must have liquid in the pan.
Right.
So that could be water again, just like before, or any stocks.
Okay.
So anytime I cook, well, I try to have beef stock or chicken stock on hand.
I do too. I have it all the time because I add it to everything, soups, you know, whatever.
Yes. So use that for a little bit of extra flavor.
I even add it to my canned green beans. Not that
I've done that too.
You know, I hate to say I use canned green beans, but sometimes I do. So
put a little bit of stock.
I put a little bit of that, and it flavors them so good.
Yes, yes. Every little, especially canned green beans, they need a little bit of help. So I'm going to go ahead and add a cup. This is my liquid for my beef tips.
Okay. Wow, they're already brown.
Yeah, some of it, yeah.
Good grief.
It's going to cook, so it's all going to cook through.
No, you didn't dredge that meat
in flour. Did not dredge it with flour. You can if you want to.
But you don't have to.
No.
You know, a lot of times I'm scared to, because like some of the recipes say dredge meat in flour. But then one time I didn't, and I couldn't tell any difference.
Yeah.
So
I think it helps with the gravy a little bit.
Maybe.
It makes it a little
thicker. Okay.
Cream of chicken soup goes in.
Okay, cream of chicken into the beef tips.
You could use cream of mushroom if you want. I don't really like the cream of mushroom, so I just use the cream of chicken.
We're going to add that to your list of things you don't like.
Yes.
No mayonnaise, no milk,
no cream of mushroom.
She don't know what she's missing, y'all.
Okay, so that's going. Now, I usually add... you know those packages of Lipton onion soup mix? I usually add one of those. I don't have it today. But I have an herb and onion slow cooker seasoning from Pampered Chef. That is what I'm going to use in today's.
Let me smell it. So it smells exactly like little Lipton onion soup.
It does.
So that's perfect.
So I'm going to add 2 tablespoons.
2 tablespoons, okay.
to this. I'm a saucy, spicy girl.
I like
the
spicy. I like flavor.
Yes.
I like it to be flavorful.
All right.
This thing is going, y'all. We hadn't had it running, but what, 5 minutes? 4 minutes?
That's right. And so this part is just to get it ready.
This is the prep work.
This is the prep part. It's not hot. The bowl's not hot. I mean, this pan's not hot yet. But after it cooks, after you put the lid on and it cooks, it will get hot.
You see, I had to test you to see if you were lying
Was I
to
telling
us.
the truth?
Now, she said it wasn't hot, but I'm going to check.
Now, okay, next thing we're going to do, that's stirred up. It's actually the meat looks pretty good. It's already cooking.
It does.
So this is a recipe that if I made this in my oven, it would take all night. I would put this on at night whenever I'd go to bed and let it cook for 5 or 6 hours.
Oh, wow.
That's how long.
Yeah, to get it tender.
That's how long it would take to get these beef tips
And you know,
tender.
beef tips, they take a little bit to get tender, for sure.
I'll show you in a minute, in just a second, how long it's actually going to take. Okay. This comes with the quick cooker. I'm assuming the Insta Pot might have something, but yes, it's a stand.
Okay. I'm going to move this camera so we can see what you're doing over here.
I'm going to set the stand into the pot.
Okay.
Can you see?
Yep.
All right, now I'm going to take this ceramic bowl with my potatoes in it and set it into the pot. There we go.
Flip in the little handles.
And now, now then I'm going to stop the cooking. Where do I stop at? Right here. Okay, I'm going to stop that
You're
right there.
You're going to stop that
I'm cooking that because
you're stopping the sear.
All that was doing was the sear to get the meat cooking.
Okay.
And I'm going to put my lid on. And sometimes I have trouble doing this backwards, so let me turn around where I can see.
Okay. All right.
So I made sure that my steam vent is turned the way it's supposed to, and this button that releases steam is up and even with flush. That's the word, flush with the handle. Okay.
What's that sound?
That's just the sound of the lid that's showing. I put it on.
Cute little sound.
Know, and it does it when you take it off.
Look, you're putting my lid on.
It sounds like a Star Wars or something.
Yeah, it does.
Okay.
R2D2.
So now, go over here and flip this button to the beef.
Ooh, she's letting me work it, y'all. Okay,
just
flip
turn
it to beef.
Turn it to beef. There's a preset time on every setting.
Beef pork. Yeah, it says beef pork.
And how much time does it say on there?
35.
This is going to take 35 minutes to cook instead of 5 or 6 hours to cook. And the meat will be super tender. It will, the chicken soup will be a great gravy to go on top of those mashed potatoes, which will also be, well, the potatoes will be soft so we can mash them.
I'm going to have one of these, Debbie.
Now we got to hit the start button. Just push the button.
Oh, wait.
The big round one.
Oh, just push it?
Let me turn around.
Okay. Oh, that's the start button.
The start button. Hit the start button.
Sorry.
Nope, my fault.
Wrong big round button.
I have another one that you put, the air fryer, you push the button.
Okay.
Okay, so now you see this box, and it's blue, and it's moving around.
And it's going,
So what it's doing is it's building pressure inside with the steam that's going to come off of the liquid that's in there. So now
at this point, we don't need to move it or anything, do we?
We can move it. It's got handles, and we can pick it up and move it around.
Even while
it's
doing its thing?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But it's going to take probably 10 minutes for it to pressure up to where it's going to cook. It's still cooking during that time, but it's going to cook 35 minutes after it gets up to the pressure time.
That is so cool.
We are going to set it aside.
So then what?
And now we forgot about it. We can just let it go. We can go do something else and wait, till dinner's done. Yeah. We can go throw some clothes in the washer.
We can make a dessert.
We can make a dessert. But dinner will be done in 35 minutes when this is done.
Okay, guys.
We're going to put it on pause.
Yep.
When this is done, we're going to come back and we're going to do a taste test.
Yes,
and
absolutely.
Show you how amazing it looks.
And y'all, this is going to be great because I've never seen anything like this before. I've never even, you know what? I ordered me an Insta Pot and I wound up never using it, and I sold it on Facebook Marketplace.
A lot of people have done that because they're such a big item.
Of it.
Everybody's getting them for Christmas, and it is something that you have to say, okay, I'm going to learn to use this. I'm going to make myself use it.
And I think that was my problem. I was like, I did not have time to even study about it.
Yeah.
So we'll be right back.
Well, the beef tips, have you been smelling them? Mm-hmm. You can smell the beef tips. They are now finished. So your timer is on, what's the timer on now?
0.06.
Okay, so what happened was it
got
pressured
done
up.
for 35
it cooked
minutes.
for 35 minutes. So it went from 35 down to 0. Now it's going up, just to remind you that it's still cooking, still staying warm.
Oh, okay.
So I haven't released the pressure. You got to release the pressure before you take the lid off.
And how do you do that deal?
So the way you do this is there's a button on the top of your pressure cooker. This is mine, and you mash this so steam comes out of this little thing at the top. We're just gonna hold it down. Hold it until all the steam releases. It just takes a minute or two. No, not even a minute. Just takes a little bit. And you can see, you can also see this button on here. This won't open until all the steam releases and that button goes down. You cannot take the lid off of this. That's a safety measure so that you don't accidentally try to open it and it explode on you, like we were talking about earlier.
Yeah.
No longer will it explode on you.
Yes.
So you don't have to worry about that. Don't be scared. Don't worry that you're gonna try to open it.
Oh my goodness, I smell it even more.
Yeah, when the steam comes out, it releases the smell. We need smell-o-vision.
I know, we do need smell-o-vision and taste-o-vision.
And taste-o-vision. We just have to tell you, and you got to believe us. So it might take a minute for this button to go down, so we'll just have to wait here.
You know, someday with technology, Deb, like it is, they'll probably have that one day.
No doubt.
Where you can order up a video and you can actually smell it or taste it. Wouldn't that be crazy?
Yes.
But hey, I don't doubt it. Look at all the things we can do.
And stuff that we don't even know how to do. I don't.
Mostly, I don't know how to do much at all.
Okay, that button went down.
Okay.
So there's no longer a red button up, so that means I can open it.
All right.
There's no more steam, just a little bit, but it's just a little bit of steam coming up. Okay. So I've released the button. Now
but all the pressure's gone.
Pressure is gone, so
otherwise
no explosion.
Down.
Right.
Okay.
So you take your lid off. There it goes.
Okay, made that R2D2 sound again.
So remember, I have the mashed potatoes on top.
Is that going to be hot?
That's why I have my silicone grippers.
I love those. Are those Pampered Chef?
Yes. So taking off there's my mashed potatoes. Let me look at them and see how they look first. There's still a good bit of liquid in there.
Okay.
Let me test.
They look like they're perfectly done.
They should be plenty done. Oh yeah, they're really, really soft.
Did you drain off that?
I'm going to drain the liquid. Remember, the liquid was a cup of water and a cup of beef broth. So I will drain that.
Gonna be good taters.
But before I do that, let's look at the beef tips.
Okay, let me.
So I'm going to take out.
Bring the camera.
Take out this rack, and now you can see that there's the beef tips, and it's made a good-looking gravy.
Look at that.
From the cream of chicken soup. So there you go.
That is gorgeous.
And they just fall. Let me just hold on. I want you to see that.
Okay. Here's your fork.
Now watch this. Just watch how easy it falls apart. It just
oh my goodness.
Comes right apart there. That one does. See that?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're good and done.
They sure are.
And they just fall right apart.
Y'all, that would have taken so long.
I would have cooked this for about 4 to 5 hours in the oven at a slow temperature. I do cook it when I do it in the oven. It's a slow temperature.
Well, and even in a crock pot, it would be 7 to 8 hours.
Yes,
wouldn't it?
Yes, because that's a slow cooking.
Yeah, it's a slow cooker.
So this is a quicker.
It's amazing. Y'all, I may have to order me one of these, Debbie.
I know how to get you one.
I figured you would.
So let me make the mashed potatoes.
I might need to have me a party or something.
Yes, that would do it. That way you get it cheaper or free.
Okay, what all do you put in your mashed potatoes?
I do them differently.
Cream.
I've got cream. Get some out of the fridge.
Okay.
Salt and pepper, of course. I can't do any kind of potatoes without salt or pepper. I also am going to add some butter. I got a little bit of butter right here.
I see heavy whipping cream.
That's what I use. And then I have
half and half or heavy whipping cream.
Either one. Do I have half and half?
Uh-huh.
Okay. And I'm just going to mash. They're very tender.
10-16, we good.
Very tender. And that, remember I added some beef broth to it, so that gives it just a little extra flavor. I'm not going to put a lot because I left a little bit of liquid in there.
Like a cat. So.
And the bowl is hot, so let me
get hot
with this. Just going to mash them up, and that's it.
I love that you use a masher.
Yeah, isn't that
My
cool?
mother used a masher to mash her
You can
potatoes.
put them in
I cream mine with my mixer.
You can do that. I find myself a little lazy with using the mixer.
Yeah.
So I just mash them this way a lot of times.
So I think I'm going to have to taste test.
Over here's the plates.
I do see a fork.
Right here in this drawer. Taste test for beef tips and mashed potatoes. They might need some more salt. I don't know for sure if I got enough salt.
Oh, hot.
Yes, they're going to be very hot.
Oh my goodness. They're good.
And here's the beef tips. Let me try.
I love those big chunks of pepper.
I've already had a text from my son who's in the 2 rooms over that he's hungry. So
I'm hungry, Mom.
Let me have. I just want a small taste. I love it. You want to taste?
Yep. Give me that.
We have this a lot. This is one of our favorite things to have.
Goodness.
So remember Sunday dinner? You used to start it before church and have it done when you got home.
You don't have to do
now
that
you can
anymore.
do it all when you get home from church.
Absolutely.
30 minutes, 35 minutes.
Probably by the time you got your clothes changed and
you know, get it started, go change your clothes, come back and done. So dinner's done. I can feed my kid now.
That is delicious, Debbie. I love it. Beef tips in the quick cooker with mashed potatoes. 35 minutes.
Time. And we'll put the directions, not many directions to it, but we'll put it in the comments.
There's no recipe to this other than throw it in the cooker and
let it go.
You're done. But what I would like for you to put is go ahead and put the link to ordering one of those amazing Pampered Chef quick cookers.
I'll do it.
Okay, the next time I make an order, that's going to be on it. You can bet your sweet life.
Everybody needs one.
Yep. All right, guys.
Thanks.
See y'all later. Bye. Enjoy.